Is Montreal food really that good? My girlfriend and I wanted to find out, so we went to try all the popular foods from Montreal's most iconic spots. Here's all our ratings and a couple of places you should definitely visit or skip on your next Montreal trip. First, we climbed up Mount Royal to work up an appetite for all this food. It's a 30-minute hike up the mountain, but this lookout had a 10 out of 10 view of the city. Then we started our food journey in Le Plateau, a 10 out of 10 district to walk with parks, shops, cafes, and lots of cozy places to sit. We tried famous Montreal bagels first at St. Viator Cafe. These wood-fired, honey water-dipped, ultra-chewy bagels were a 9 out of 10. I thought $12 was kinda expensive for just a smoked salmon cream cheese bagel, but we ended up buying a dozen bagels to bring home. Next, we tried a Portuguese chicken poutine at Ramado's. For $12, I was pretty happy with the amount of chicken I got, but it was mostly chicken breast, dosed with a nice spicy peri-peri sauce. 8 out of 10. And same score with the pastéis de nata because it was cold. We walked up to Cafe Olympico in Mile End and tried a remix coffee, which tasted like liquid tiramisu. Their cannolis were also the best cannolis I've ever tried in my life. Totally worth it after waiting in line, and their espresso was okay. We pulled up to the $5 gnocchi spot that we saw on TikTok a while back called Drogeria Fine, and let me tell you, best gnocchi and sauce out there. Nice and hot, garlicky, and the gnocchi texture was just like a pillow. For that price, total steal, 10 out of 10. We stopped by Chemcoba next door for some pandan ice cream. This flavor was 10 out of 10, smooth and intense, and they're Vietnamese. My cone was slightly bitter because it was burnt though. I ended up getting more espresso at Cafe Grazi Mill. 3 shops in a row, 3 10s in a row. We headed to Old Montreal and the Old Port, which was amazing. It felt like we were in Europe with all the architecture and churches. One thing that was underwhelming was Atwater Market. We thought it was a huge market, but it literally was one hallway. St. Lawrence Market in Toronto is way better. For dinner, we tried the braised lamb parpadelli at Modavi. 8.5 out of 10 for the live music and homemade pasta. The next morning, we went to the Orange Julep to try their hot dog, which tasted like a Costco wiener wrapped in a slice of toasted brioche. This place is popular for their julep frappe, and it tastes like a melted creamsicle. Now, we actually drove back to Le Plateau to try out La Banquise, apparently the best poutine place in Montreal. Really long lines to dine in, and the takeout wait times were even longer. We stayed 30 minutes in the rain after ordering. There were a lot of toppings, and I'd rate it a 9.5 out of 10. But my girlfriend disagrees because her poutine rating only goes up to an 8. Finally, we can't leave Montreal without trying smoked meat, so we had it twice. We went to Jerry's Smoked Meat first, and it was hands down 10 out of 10. Don't even bother going to Schwartz. It's overhyped, too commercialized with long lines, and honestly inconsistent. At Jerry's, you get the same quality each time, and the meat was so tender. It was just funny how they increased the special by $1 while we were eating inside. For dinner, we went to Dunn's famous Daiquiri. Colt's Cherry Coke is a classic, and the smoked meat is good, but not as good as Jerry's. It's more peppery with a meatier taste. I also tried matzo ball soup, and I'm not sure how I feel about dough balls in chicken broth. Overall, Montreal lived up to its bagels, poutine, and smoked meat, but we're definitely coming back for gnocchi, so save this video for your next Montreal trip.